thought I was a French one, so I had to talk about Napoleon. And you know, in France, Napoleon is also when you go to a mental hospital, there is always somebody who is taking himself, who thinks he is Napoleon. So before coming here, I thought I could write something with 5 Napoleons on stage, and who is the real one. But I didn't do it, you know, I just have the notes. You know, I wrote a lot, I had really good time with people and connections and, I don't know, good things happening. But then there's another part, it's like we are on a real battlefield, and war is real and serious. And here there's no tension, you know, when the public comes, they're very cool with the beers and all that, and okay, we are nice people doing nice things, we are all pacifist, and there is something about the tension that is hard to feel, because it's not during the performance, it's not during the night, so you don't have that darkness, and that so it's more like a work in progress. What we're doing each night is like, but it's I think you don't feel that fear, that pain, that I don't know. But it's also because I don't understand the German text, so maybe I'm a little bit outside. Well, it's good, it's not really a camp, of course, but there is something that is too nice, maybe. Maybe too nice to speak about that real thing that happened really here.
Wir in den Stuben jeden Abend Trinklieder zum Besten gaben.
Leichte Mädchen besangen wir, Krieg zu spielen waren wir hier.
Bemüht, den Worten stramm zu stehen
und nicht wie Schnorrer auszusehen.
Gefochten haben wir bis zum Letzten,
entblößt bis auf den letzten Fetzen.
Doch nichts hat's genügt, wir können nach Hause gehen, wir können nach Hause gehen, wir können nach Haus, wir können nach Hause gehen.
Just before coming here, you know, even the week before and 2 weeks, each week I was inventing an excuse not to come. But I'm not like that, you know. When I say I'm doing something, I do it. So I came, but I came like, ooh, and all my friends, they say, "Oh, you go to your camp in Germany," and you know that idea that camp is it's like very bad memories. In French, it's the word camp. So I was not very comfortable, and then but the first day I wrote, I mean, that was the box situation was perfect for me. Not having nothing to do, not buying food, or not, you know, doing any, and having the actors working, everybody working around. I loved it, and being in the box, being able to close the tent and work, I loved it too. Not having telephone and all that, and just doing what I have to do with that kind of. It's not a pressure. It's more like c'est plutôt un défi qu'une pression. C'est-à-dire qu'il n'y avait pas d'obligation d'écrire. I was not obliged to write, but you want to, because you have all those marvelous actors and you want to see them acting and you want to feel them. My English is not so good, and dealing with 3 languages, you know, your own language, then through English, going to German with an actor. Maybe with Bettina it could be good, but then you take a lot of time. The actor, they don't rehearse when they are doing that, and you don't write when you are doing that. So I prefer to concentrate on my writing and having a translator and precise. And also what I do is a lot on language also, you know. It's not, well, here it's not really a play I'm working on. It's more like text with the same subject and with characters crossing. It could be a play after, I don't know. But,
sounds like.
Yes, but there's not like a story with an end, and it's just more like. And also, what I feel, it's when you improvise writing like that. In fact, you say what you know in a way. You reproduce a schéma mental. So. In fact, I wrote it without thinking, and then when I read it again, I said, "Oh, okay, maybe I've done that before." That sort of story, not as the same character, not with the war thing, etc. And if you want to go out of that mental schema, I think you have to work more. In fact, maybe it's just like an actor. When you ask him to do something very quickly, he will do what he knows. In fact. To go further, to find new things, maybe you have to work. It was very hard for me to talk about war. I think I'm not the right person to do it. It's really not my kind of subject, and I feel very weak in that sort of subject. But mostly in my work, the body is very engaged, and I've been working with dancers also, and I'm talking a lot about the body, and so I think that's what I did. So first, the main thing I did, it's a monologue for a woman, and the front or the frontier was the skin. So that was, it was the thing about the inside and the outside, the past and the present. And also this idea in a war, you have wounded people. Wounds, des blessures. So I had that image of a man who, I don't know, he's wounded and the things goes out of his belly, So this blood and this white things going out. So the frontier is the skin in a way. You could say maybe it's not the front, but it's the limit. It's one limit, and of course one limit of life is frontier. Also, it's being alive and being dead. So in that piece, there is also, or in the second piece I do around that monologue, is there is somebody talking from above. Talking. He's dead and he's talking, and maybe he's coming back. I wouldn't know. But so those were the subject So we don't know what war it is and what is the problem, but we see that woman talking. She has changed country. She moved. That's another thing. She crossed a line, a real frontier. So she was in a country there. It was something like war. We don't know what, but it's just there is we understand little by little that her husband died, had that thing with the inside going outside. And then now she's in that other country, a peaceful country, and she doesn't want her son to know about her past. So she's like this. She's really working hard on limits. So she's happy, she has a work, and she wants her son to ignore everything about the past. So that's how I deal with that war thing, the more personal thing. And I used also an object that one of the actors, one night, one of the actors came with a warm bottle, bouillotte. And I had that image that, I like that tall guy it's a very childish object with knitting, around and I thought, oh, that's a great object to use. So I put it in my, in fact, it's even the title of the monologue, La Bouillotte. And the idea is inside there is war, there is everything, there is that water also. It was raining a lot here when I arrived, so I had that water thing. So inside the bottle there is water and war and like devil and fairy tales, ogre et barbe bleue, things like that. And this woman, she's talking to her bouillotte. It's her partner. So I think that's really the thing I wrote here, being in here, being with elements. And I wrote two other things, but they were more like, for a beginning, I came here with two songs already translated. I wanted a song that could put all the actors together, singing together. So that I achieved that here with a little text before. And I wanted something to put the public and the actors together also. So that's really the theatrical situation, let's say, not the war situation, but the theater thing. So I thought that I would like to have a kind of introduction with a character, militaire, doing a warm-up, a tongue warm-up, because we are dealing with words and tongues. So I worked on insults, because it's kind of battle of words, that idea of battle of words. And how far can you go with insults? And also how far can you go with laughing about that war or past, or how far can you go?
Und je mehr sich krümmte, desto mehr Blut kam. Das Leben ist eine einzige Sauerei! Ha! Sie haben den mit dem Krankenwagen abtransportiert, haben Sie. So. Da! Dafür, dass du gelacht hast. Da! Für die Schuhe. Da! Dafür, Beige, Madame, steht Ihnen viel besser, Madame. Da! Für die Integration, die gute. Da! Für die Liebe. Da! Für das Gebären. Da! Und da! Ja, immer zu! Immer zu! Und hopp und immer zu! Man muss sich sehr schlagen, damit man sich nachher nicht wiedererkennt.
Now I think with the monologue for the woman, I have things inside I can develop, and I can have, so the husband speaking, the son speaking, the warm battle speaking. I can go on, not making maybe a theater play, but like things like that could be separated by other elements from the other authors.